We are in studio now joined by KHOU political analyst Brandon Rottinghouse, and we are tracking the 17 constitutional amendments propositions on the ballot. Just a reminder for our viewers, all of these were passed by the legislature, but now voters need to approve if they are to become law. 51%, right, is the magic number tonight?
That's correct, yeah. This is the last chance that people have to say something about the policies here, so this is their chance to vote.
So let's get right to the results. We're looking at Proposition 3, bail reform, 21% reporting. Magic number again is 51%. This one way over, 63% to 37%. Walk us through what Prop 3 does, and it's a big deal here in Harris County.
It's a big deal, yeah. Harris County's been the epicenter for bail questions, and although they had a kind of a solution to this effectively, to some degree, sidesteps some of that. This is a proposition which essentially limits bail for people who are accused of certain kinds of violent felonies, sexual assaults and things like that, murder. And so this is definitely something that, as a tough on crime measure, is going to get Republicans points, but it also puts a lot of pressure on the Harris County Jail.
And in Harris County, we saw a lot of cases where people were released on bail after violent offenses. I think back to the Marta Medina case, violent carjacking outside of McDonald's, a grandmother who was killed. Those were the high-profile stories that were told, trying to rally support for Prop 3. So far, it appears it worked.
Yeah, it should pass. This is certainly something that people are likely to back, given that tough on crime is the new vogue.
All right, let's look at Prop 4. Prop 4 we featured on KHOU weeks leading up to this. This is the water infrastructure funding proposition. Again, 35% of the vote in, 71% to 29%. This one on its way to passing as well. Walk us through what Prop 4 does.
Well, Texas is thirsty. It needs water. Some estimates imply that about $150 billion per year is needed to be able to sustain the current state of affairs. And that means that Texas is going to have to spend some money. That's effectively what this does. People seem to be supporting it. Most every region in Texas is in a drought, and so the need to be able to have this is really imperative.
And it's $20 billion that voters seem to be approving, spent over 10 years, so $2 billion a year for water infrastructure projects. And we know here in Houston, our infrastructure tends to be old. And when I was doing reporting for this story, I learned that 30 billion gallons are lost in the Houston water system every year due to leaky pipes. So a lot of this money, you can bet, will be coming here to the Houston area.
Totally true.
All right, we'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Marcelino, thank you. All right, let's check out some of the local races as the results start to roll in here. First, City of Houston at-large position 4. This is to replace Letitia Plummer, who is running for Harris County Judge. 15 candidates in all, but look at the top contenders. In the middle there is law partner Alejandro Salinas. There's Jordan Thomas on the right. He was chief of staff for Letitia Plummer and worked with Amanda Edwards. And then there's Dwight Boykins on the left, former city council member in District D. And right now, Boykins has got a slight edge at 24%.
Let's take a look now at the race for Missouri City Mayor Robin Ellicott versus Jeffrey Boney in this race. And you can see Ellicott leading with 56% of the vote there. This is early voting, by the way, 44% for Boney.
And that special election we've all been talking about, District 18 to fill the seat left vacant by Congressman Turner. 16 candidates are running. The top contenders here, really no surprise. There's City Attorney Christian Menefee topping the pack at 32% right now, former council member Amanda Edwards at 25%, and Jolanda Jones coming in at 19%. That's going about as we expected.